ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? I always ask that of all my prey. I just like the sound of it.
How about it, you creep, you lunatic?
Good morning, Raider Nation. How is everybody on this Friday morning? Happy Friday. We made it. We made it to Friday. Shout out to everybody that's out there in the chat, man. Those who have tuned in to Raiders Allegiance with yours truly, your host with the most, Lunatic Raider. I like to shout out to everybody, man. If this is your first time here at the channel, welcome. Silver and black carpet has been rolled out. We have beer and hot links in the back. So when you come on down the silver and black carpet, just go ahead and make yourself at home and, grab you a hot link and grab one of them cold beers, you know what I mean? Kick on back with me and hang out this morning for about an hour. I like to shout out everybody that's out there in the chat, man. What is the deal? I got my extended Raider Nation family with me again. Robert Pena is in the house. Yes, indeed. Omar Juarez, what's up with you, man? Good morning. Top of the AM, Eric, Raiders, haters, Hunter. Salute, my guy. NorCal Raider Jesse. Good morning, Lunatic. Happy Friday. Salute, bro. I'll be in the chat. I have a long drive ahead of me from the Bay. Okay, hey. Have a safe trip, man. Be safe out there. Go ahead and listen to the whole Good Morning Raider Nation spew. You know what I mean? Hey, enjoy your Friday, man. Enjoy your Friday, man. Okay, you go. Okay, you on a drive. Okay, I got you. Out of the haystack, I got you, man. Hey, be safe out there for real, for real. Shout out to everybody, man. Thank you for pulling up. Richard Lyon, man. Good morning, sir. It is a pleasure. Raider 78 is in the Mickey Ficky house. Yes, indeed. We all are here, man, for real. Michael McClune. Hey, Michael, hey, thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you, man. Happy Friday. Good morning, Raider Nation. Hope everybody's feeling good. Your coffee is hot. Your breakfast is warm. Your orange juice is cold. I hope everything is solid with you guys, man. Whatever you guys got going this morning, I'm glad that you chose to come here and hang out with me for a minute before you start your day. Or maybe you guys are on the East Coast or wherever and already started your day. If that's the case, man, I hope your day is going smooth. I hope it's going beautiful for you and your family. Hope the weather's nice. No bullshit rain or whatever the hell they got going on out there, man. Hope everybody is safe, for real, for real. Today is Friday. This is the last day of my top 5 undrafted free agents that I like that I feel can either make the 53, and if not, at least the practice squad. We ran through everything starting Monday. Monday, as you know, was Bam Bam Bigelow, Bam Bam Olaseni. You know what I mean? The big tackle that we got out of Utah. That was Monday. Tuesday, we slid on in to Darian Butler, linebacker out of Arizona State. We touched on him, what he brings to the table. Yes, indeed. Wednesday, what did we do Wednesday? Then we did Isaiah Palamau, safety out of USC. Watch this shit when I get done with all this, you guys. You're going to see this. This is crazy. And yesterday, we did, don't tell me shit, Justin Hall, wide receiver out of Ball State. We did him yesterday. Today is Friday. Today, last but not least, Mr. Sincere McCormick, running back out of the University of Texas, San Antonio. 5'9", 205 pounds, played 3 years there, but put up solid numbers, was freshman of the year in Conference USA in 2018. I'm going off of memory, you guys. That's what I'm trying to do. So freshman of the year, 2018, 2019, he was or 2019 and 2020, he was rookie of the year also. Let me get that right. I say that rookie of the year, Conference USA. Then 2020, he was, and 21, he was all second team. See, now I gotta all second team those 2 years because he only played 3 years. But his stats from his freshman year was great. For a freshman, great. But boy, those next 2 years after that, boy, did he break out. Boy, did he break out his sophomore and junior year. Oh my God, did he break out. Shout out to everybody that's out there. Queen Raider Ed is in the house. Salute my queen. Would you like some tea and crumpets? No, let me quit. Would you like a mimosa? You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody, man. Thank you for pulling up with me this morning. For real, for real. Oh, you got your coffee. The convo, we're getting into the fifth guy that I picked from the undrafted free agents that we got. There was 5 that I really had high hopes for of making either the 53 or at least the practice squad. So we went Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now we arrived to Friday. Friday's fifth and final undrafted free agent that I got making his team in either fashion is Sincere McCormick, the one that he's getting knee surgery, I read, and they put him on injured list. But hey, keep him there for next year. The boy's solid though. Oh my God, is he solid? Let me go ahead and start digging in to this man's stats. His statual factuals, you know what I mean? His statual factuals. You know what I mean? Let's do this shit. It is Friday. I hope all is well for every one of you guys. Like I said, if this is your first time here, Raiders Allegiance, welcome. Please just do me one thing, and it doesn't cost a dime at all. Please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Hit the notification bell while you're down there also. Man, I got things in the mix for you, for the new people. We got stuff coming for you on this channel. We're doing a lot of things, bringing a lot of little entertainment and Raider themed. I don't want to go off into the deep end, but a lot of Raider themed type shows that we're bringing to this channel this football season with the Raiders. So stay tuned. You would want to hit that notification bell so when I drop these videos, bam, 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 boom, you're right on it. You're right on it. So to give you something to do during the season, it's gonna be entertaining and it's some neat shit. But please subscribe. Help me get these numbers up, you guys. Get these likes up. Let's get that analytics jumping in your boy's favor. You know what I mean? So we can go ahead and have YouTube go ahead and suggest, hey, go check this old crazy yellow motherfucker out one time. Be like, who's that? They'd be like, Lunatic Raider. What the fuck kind of name is that? Come on now. If you're a Raider fan, you know them kind of names is what this team was made of. The players, come on. You had Dr. Death. What? Dr. Death? And you're tripping off a Lunatic Raider? Because I said that because I had somebody trip on a Facebook group talk about I'll pass because of my name. I'm like, man, you don't know how we tie into the history of the Raiders with these names that's off the charts, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Lester the Molester, not that kind of molest, but you know the corner, the old school corner. Yeah, man, we had names. The Mad Stork. You know what I mean? Come on now. Come on. We had names. Plus the Black Hole, the Dark Side, the Death Star. Come on, man. We play into this shit. And Halloween, it's not a holiday. It's a Raider Day. Boy, I used to love going to the Raider games around Halloween, boy, get dressed up. I'm going to show you a picture one day of me and my son when he was real little. I had him dressed up as Jack Skelton from The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I was the Grim Reaper. And, man, we had a ball, boy. But I get into that shit. Let me go to a Raider game. I'm coming crazy with it, for real. But, yeah, man, motherfuckers be having, like, issues with Lunatic Raider. But it's all good, though. You know what I mean? You can't please everybody. SC's in the motherfucking house. And the motherfucking house is packed. What's going on, Eric? Good morning to you, sir. I see you up, huh? You up? You up this morning, huh? You got a beer even though you're not old enough? You go ahead. Daddy say you can have one. Yeah, Dad told me I can have one too, so you can have one. Shit. Good morning. We are coming in, man. Hey, I like this. Shout out to everybody that's here this morning, man. I appreciate it. Okay, so as I was discussing, Sincere McCormick is my 5th and final undrafted free agent that I hope and expect to make the team in some fashion. Well, we know he's on injured list. He's on the team. Fuck it. He's just injured. You know what I mean? So he made it. I got one right before everybody else got selected. Before the 53 cut. I got one right. No, let's get into him real quick. We're gonna go over his stats. Sincere McCormick, where are you, my guy? Bam. Let me pull your card up so we can show rest of Raider Nation the accolades that you done got in college, man. This guy is solid as shit. Well, that's you can't say that don't work out. Solid as shit. He's solid as a rock, okay? Not usually you're soft as shit, but he's solid as a rock. Okay, we're gonna go that route with it. All right, so let me pull up this young man's card so we can check out the statisticals. Not the testicles, the statisticals. Just in case you guys didn't hear me, I said statistical, not testicle. Not testes 1, 2, but statistical. The stats. Statistical stats of Mr. Sincere McCormick. So don't get testicle and statistical mixed up today, okay? That's the word of the day. Statistical, not staticular. All right, so let's jump into this shit real quick, man. Let's go ahead and look at this man's career highlight. Well, before we jump into that, let's break down his measurables. Mr. Sincere McCormick, running back out of University of Texas, San Antonio. He is an undrafted rookie that the Raiders have signed. Due to injury, he is on the injury list and is expected to get, I think, knee surgery, as I read. 5'9", 205 pounds. Nice, short, stocky young man. He does, and I already assumed that he would be the third back next year. And when I look at his tape, Jalen Richard is what pops out at me. You know what I mean? So, I think that's what their plan is. Their plan is to have Zeus as their main running back. Britton Brown is going to be like what Kenyon Drake is. He can block, he can come out the backfield. You know what I mean? That kind of running back that's different from what Zeus is going to do, Zamir White. But Zamir White's going to be your main running back. Britton Brown is going to be his complement. And then Sincere McCormick is that third back that comes in there on short yardage type thing, goal line. Don't you know what I mean? Let him relieve somebody. Bowden as well. We got it. We can't just keep 3 running backs and think that's enough. So Bowden will be another one that he's under contract next year anyway. So all of those guys I just mentioned, Bowden, Britton Brown, Zamir White, and Sincere McCormick, all will be on the team next year. That's 4 running backs. So they will all be on the team. They're all of them will be under contract. That's factual. Okay, so now let's get into this man's career highlights. Now look at this statistical. Remember that. Not testicle, statistical. His statistical career highlights. He was third team All-American in 2021, 2-time Conference USA Offensive Player of the Year, 2020 and 2021. He was also 2-time first team All-Conference USA in 2020 and 2021, and Conference USA Rookie of the Year in 2019. The man got accolades up the asshole. You know what I mean? He got straight dookie. Okay, now the college career. Now, like I said, his freshman year was solid as shit. Damn, why there I go? Solid and shit. No. His freshman statisticals, you remember that guy? His freshman statisticals were solid as an erection. So in 2019, he had 12 games. He had 177 carries, 983 yards, averaging 5.6 yards a carry with 8 touchdowns. He was Rookie of the Year that year, like I showed you in the Conference USA that gave him Rookie of the Year in 2019 was those stats. Now, look how the fuck he took off the following 2 years. Year 2, 2020, he played in 11 games. He attempted his carries, 249 carries. He had 1,467 yards with an average of 5.9 yards a carry. I mean, come on, you give him the ball twice, it's automatic first down. You know what I mean? Average-wise. But 11 touchdowns as well his second year. Now let's look at the third year, 2021, last year. This is what this young fellow did. Run, young fellow, run. He had 13 games with 298 carries. He had 1,479 yards rushing with an average of 5.0 yards a carry and 15 touchdowns his senior year. Or not senior year. Unless he read, I didn't see that. I think it's his junior year. His junior year, because he was a freshman in 2019. So his junior year, he put up astounding ass statisticals. Remember that word again, statisticals. He put up outstanding statisticals as a junior with the University of Texas San Antonio. The dude is solid. But at 5'9", he has a low center of gravity. So therefore, bringing him down on the first contact is not your most likely bet. You know what I mean? You're going to have to wrap this guy up, but he's a little compact little motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like Eazy-E said, built like a tank, yet hard to hit. Sincere McCormick. You know what I mean? Sincere McCormick is that built like a tank, yet hard to hit. Man, it's not going to be easy to take this little motherfucker down. You know what I mean? Because at 5'9", 205, he's solid. He's solid as shit. No, I was about to say solid as shit again. I need to go wash my mouth out with soap because that shit don't go together. Hard and shit don't go together. What the fuck is wrong? I mean, you got solid shit and then you got runny shit, but it's not hard. It might, I don't know. I guess I ain't never played with my shit before, so I don't know. But anyway, off the Comedy Central bit right now, his numbers are outstanding. So, and I read that what he did in college is that there's whoever get this guy undrafted is going to get a diamond in the rough, and of course the Raiders signed him, so we have a diamond in the rough. Pretty much sure running backs get a lot of injuries during the season, so to try to stash him on the practice squad is a risk, because all it takes is for someone to go down, and on the depth chart with another team, they can grab him off of our practice squad and add him to their 53 to replace the guy that's replacing the guy who got hurt. You don't want to risk that, especially if he's part of your plans in the future, near future. So what they did, but they said the injury is legit. I don't know how severe it was, but he is getting knee surgery from what I read. But he's going to be here next year. So that's pretty much our 3 running back rotation for next year. I already see what they're doing. We know Kenyon Drake ain't coming back because of those dummy years they put on his restructure. So he's done this year. Pretty much Josh Jacobs is done this year, unless Josh Jacobs get out here and balls and gives a Raider, gets a deal with us, takes a good deal, unless he runs off after the money. But if he's happy here and this, hey, give me $6 million, maybe that might work. $6 million might be good. You know what I mean? Considering that you factor in on the average with him and Zeus. Zeus is only $705,000 this year. Added to like a $6 million contract, you're under 7 for 2 running backs. You're just around there with right now you're about that same figure with Kenyon Drake and the combination of Josh Jacobs. But now you're going young and you're keeping your guy. So don't just dismiss Josh Jacobs just yet. I know people, MetLife Stadium, ooh, he's at MetLife Stadium. So we don't know what he's doing behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Maybe he's doing a commercial for MetLife or had to meet with, who knows? He would only be there talking to the team if our team gave him permission to seek a trade. That's the only way that shit can happen. They would have to give him permission, go seek a trade. And right now on this team, I don't see that happening. They're going to let him play out his final year on his contract. And then they'll see what happens after that. So it's nothing to be concerned with, for real. Egalitarian 207 in the house, man. What is up with it? What is up with it? For real, for real. Everybody's here, man. We're doing our thing this morning, man. We're doing our damn thing. Oh, we got Raider Ben. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. he might demand more money. But what is his market going to be? See, his market is going to be dictated by his production this year. You know what I mean? He's not guaranteed. And I know this. And let's go ahead and go out on a limb and say this shit. I bet you he doesn't get 1,000 yards this year. Not if they're doing it by committee. If they're doing running back by committee and he's not getting 25, 30 carries, he's not getting 1,000 yards at all. At all. So that's going to devalue him because his production. You know what I mean? They're going to look at his production and be like, bro, we can only give you $10.44 an hour. Getting McDonald's wages. Nah. But yeah, that's the one bad thing about him. I mean, even if he balls out, how are you going to ball out with what? 15 carries? He probably going to get 15 fucking carries a game, if that. Now, when you got Zeus and Britton Brown and you know what I mean? You're going to let the fullback Jacob Johnson run it a couple of times. It's going to be hard to get 1,000 this year for him. He's not the bell cow anymore. Those days are gone. You're going to have rotation. Keep him fresh. He's not going to bust it. I don't think he's going to bust 1,000 this year, to be honest with you. So his demand for money, hey, like I said, we might tell him, hey, go test the market then. Go see what other teams will offer you. He gonna come out there with 700 fucking yards rushing and like 5 touchdowns. They gonna be like, that's not 10 million worth. That's not a 10 million value right there. Not 700 yards and 5 touchdowns. Because come on now, we see the writing on the wall. They didn't pick up that 5th year for a reason, like they did everyone else. Prove that we didn't draft you. So what you got to do is prove yourself. It's just like you work for a company and all of a sudden your company get bought out. You know they're going down crunching the numbers to see what employees to keep and who to lay off. And usually who they lay off first is the ones that really don't do shit but make a lot of money. So not picking up his 5th year option, which would have gave him what would Josh Jacobs have got next year under the 5th year? Would have been like $8.5 million. So why would I give you $8.5 million for 700 yards of production? Because that's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing it's going to be around there. Because I'm going to tell you what, if Zeus gets out there and start busting on their ass, guess who's going to get more carries? He don't have to start. Zeus can come in there and get 20 carries. Shit, you might fade and we don't even know the health of Kenyon Drake. How's Kenyon Drake doing? You know what I mean? He still got a Q by his name, so I'm assuming he's still questionable. And then you figure a lower extremity type injury on a running back, your lower extremities is your bread and butter. Feet, legs, hips, that's your bread and butter. That's your bread and butter. And if you're coming into the new season under a new regime and you're kind of iffy with that, even though he restructured, that's why he ain't going nowhere this year. But Kenyon Drake, he's on his way out after this season as well. Just because of the restructure and those dummy ass years they put on the end of his contract, they're shooting straight with him. Hey, give him a year to heal up. No, when he's healthy, but see, there's why he did not participate this year. You know what I mean? Something they're not telling us something. And see, my theory was this. I don't think he got injured, but what I thought was the fact, and coaches do this all the time. He might have had like a slight hammy instance with his hammy. So to be protective is like, especially with running backs, you go read the playbook and go sit out this shit. You don't need to be here. And we'll reevaluate you because the veterans report on July 20th and the rookies go in July 18th because we're a week before everybody else because of the Hall of Fame game. So the 20th, when he's supposed to report, we'll start getting information. So now he got a good month to keep healing. But I think it was a hammy. I don't think he got hurt, but I think he kind of tweaked it where they was like, no, we're going to shut you down before it does become a hammy. Because, he worked out on the inside. He's still walking around and you know what I mean? So nothing major happened, but a hamstring for a running back, shut it down. Shut it down. We had OTAs. We ain't gonna fuck that. We still need you this year. We still need Josh Jacobs this year, even if he doesn't come back next year. We need him now. You know what I mean? So you gotta. He's still an investment. You gotta protect your investment by all means necessary. That's the whole thing. His health is a big concern. See, and that's one thing when a hamstring. You know, if you pull your hamstring, no matter how much fucking work you get done on it, it lingers. A hamstring will linger. You can tweak it again real easy. I mean, that's a big ass fucking muscle, especially for a running back that's pushing off and running. You using that muscle, so it's constantly strained. Not strained, being strained like injured strain, but you're straining that muscle, working it, using it as a running back. So that's what I'm assuming what happened, being for real. I think they shut him down because he had a slight tweak to that hamstring, and they didn't want that shit to further progress into a hamstring, and then he really be shit questionable for. And we are 2 months out, and he will be questionable for the regular season already. That's why I'm my same concern with the defensive tackles. You know what I mean? You got a couple of they'll be ready by the start of the season. Well, what about the fucking camp in preseason? And these are rookies. And even if they're not rookies, they're first-time dudes on this roster in this system under these coaches. What the fuck? You have to be here to absorb the knowledge and info that these coaches are going to give you about their system that you never played in before. Now, you got other players that came from New England and knows about the system. Oh, yeah, that's them. Fullback, Jacob Johnson, the tight end that we got from over there as well. But we're looking at Bilal Nichols coming from the Bears, not in the system. You know, Neil Farrell Jr., out of college, LSU, never been in that system. You know, and I'm hearing these are the guys, Hank, even Big Bang Hank, Big Bang Hank. Hank was on this team last year, but Hank wasn't on this team under Josh McDaniels in that system. See, there's a lot of shit, man. But hey, if it's minor injuries and they felt like ain't no need and try to push them in OTAs, the mandatory OTAs shit mini camp is only a couple of days. You know what I mean? So what we need them is in July. But if they're speaking past July and past August, all the way to September when the first game happens, that's some time. Man, come on, bro. You got to get out there on the field and be in the system, in the playbook, to start absorbing what it is that you're supposed to do. What is your responsibility? No brain farts. We can't allow that shit. Robert Pena. Yeah, we in here though. But yeah, Josh Jacobs, we're gonna need him this year. I'm telling you. And see, here's the thing. Even though we got some of these players penciled off as being gone after this year, here's something that can change the dynamics of all that as well. What if the fucking Raiders win the Super Bowl this year with this team? It's kind of hard to break up a team that wins a Super Bowl with the guys. You find a way to sign these motherfuckers. That's what I think. You try to keep. What did Tampa Bay do? You know what I mean? What the Rams do after they win the Super Bowl? Kept everybody intact. Kept them intact. If the Raiders some way, somehow win the Super Bowl this year with this team, don't expect these motherfuckers that ain't got a fifth-year option not to be back, because obviously something's working. And you like I said, you do not want to upset the chemistry no matter what. I don't care if you think you got a better option you can bring in to replace this guy. That guy didn't win a Super Bowl with you like he did. You know what I mean? So you might just want to hold fast and just be like, wait a minute. If the Raiders happen to win the Super Bowl with this exact team, I would not change shit. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. As the saying goes. You ride that motherfucker until the wheels fall off, and then you push it the rest of the way. You know what I mean? For real. For real, for real. Your phone acting up? Oh, shit. Oh shit. Hey, mine do that too, man. All that because Pornhub be doing. Pornhub takes a lot of fucking memory on your phone. I'm fucking with you, man. But yeah, it takes a lot of memory on my phone though. Let me quit. I ain't got no motherfucking Pornhub over there, man. I am Pornhub. Shit, nah, let me quit. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Thank you for pulling up, man. But yeah, Mike Guerrero's in the house. That's my guy. Pyro, what's happening? Yes, we are up in here, man. Raider Ben. Van City Raider. We got it, man. We up in this motherfucker for real. I'm gonna have to start charging motherfuckers to get in the club. Excuse me, do you got a cover charge? Yeah, just your allegiance to the Raiders. That's it. Your allegiance to the Raiders is the motherfucking cover charge. For real. Morning Wood. I got that one in for Mike. Mike wanted that shit. Hey, look, Robert Pinion, you said, now I tell you. Hey, man, I was trying to keep it discreet, but sometimes you just be like, fuck it, I gotta tell them. You know what I mean? Hey, yeah. You got fuck.com and you got Pornhub. You gotta watch out for that shit. He said fuck. Yeah, not F-U-C-K, F-U-Q. How you know, lunatic? On an accident. I was trying to spell this French pastry that I was trying to get a recipe for, and I think it's pronounced Fuqua, but I put in F-U-Q and that's what popped up. So yeah, man, it's all bad. My right arm dead as a motherfucker, boy. I be walking around like, hey, arm just dangling. Why your arm dangling? That motherfucker been overused. Remember I told you about the home remedy for KY if you ain't got it? Raw egg white. They said that in the book. I swear to God. If you run out of KY jelly and she's a little dry, pull out the raw egg white. You know, the one that you whip and make meringue out of? Yeah, you just don't whip it. You just use that slimy ass. Not the yolk, though. You gonna fuck around and grow feathers out the tip of your penis. You use the yolk, man. Come on now. Be pissing omelets. Your piss is gonna come out poached. You gonna have poached piss. Using the raw, you gonna get salmonella in the balls. Oh my God, I'm on one this Friday. Yes, bam! There it is. I'll be doing this show all week. Shit. You're like, oh my God, my balls got salmonella poisoning. You shouldn't have used the yolk. You're supposed to use the white, dum-dum. For real. Oh my God. Y'all be having me on one for real. But yeah, the book did say use raw egg white if you have no KY. Hey, the home remedy book is a motherfucker. If you go read through that shit, you be like, what the fuck? Look, these motherfuckers said if you run out of like chapstick or your lips is chapped and dry, they said rub the oil off the side of your nose right here. Get the oil from here and then rub it on your lips. I tried it a couple of times. I don't got an oily face. My shit, I'll be sweating like I am right now though, because these lights be on, boy. And it's like 108 degrees out here in Vegas. But yeah, man, that home remedy book is a Mickey Ficky. Boy, raw egg white. I said, you got to be kidding. Using the slime of another animal to lubricate your sexual encounters? And you wonder why in your sleep you be like, you don't talk in your sleep, you cluck in your sleep. Gotta be that raw egg white. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers, you think you got the pandemic, you got the C-19, you start coughing and all of a sudden feathers coming out your mouth. You know what I mean? You want to take the eggs out the refrigerator and sit on them. All of a sudden you develop a fear of hot grease. No, do not use WD-40. Nope. That's not a lubricant. Actually, that's a cleaner. So if your urethra is dirty, just take the little red nozzle from WD-40 and poke it through the tip and then spray. And then when your balls start tingling, it's working. Oh my goodness. You use peanut butter. No, let me PB Blaster. Oh no. WD-40 is a no. Hey, pour some shoot some Robitussin and a catheter. And it'll help you from premature ejaculation because you'll go numb. Lunatic, how you know all this shit? Hey, I don't. I'm just guessing. Okay, now let's get back to some Raider shit, y'all. Hey, that was fun though. That's a little comedy minute. You know what I mean? We do this shit. But yes, Sincere McCormick, Zamir White, and Britton Brown will be our 3 main running backs next season. That's my prediction. You know what I mean? I believe that's exactly what they're gearing towards. That's why they're doing the moves that they made. Hey, that's what the motherfucking Home Remedy book said, Michael. If your lips get chapped, they said because you're usually oily right here in the crease of your nostril and off your cheek. They said get the oil from that and then rub it on your lips. How the fuck these motherfuckers come up with that shit? I don't know. Maybe they be at home experimenting like, my lips are sure dry. Damn. I wonder what'll work. Oh, you know how I got that oily problem right here? Maybe I can transfer some of that shit and do a transplant and put them on my lips. How about you just don't lick your fucking lips when the wind blowing? Nah, everybody do that shit. I use Carmex though. The sun and the wind, that shit will kick your lips ass. You think Gruden got in trouble talking about lip like tires? Shit, I'd rather my lips be like tires than dry motherfucking vaginal. Be like, look, mom, he got dandruff on his mouth. No, my lips is dry. Looking like I'm about to fire up a pipe, man, for real. Oh my God. Oh, we got Fluffy in the house, man. Hey, welcome, Fluffy. It's always good to see you, man. Hey, come by anytime you want, man. It's always a pleasure. I got everybody up in here, man. I like this shit. Happy Friday to each and every one of you guys, if I have not told you. If you are new here to this channel and you're watching right now, this is Raiders Allegiance, title of the channel. I am your host, Lunatic Raider. We do this Monday through Friday. Every morning, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. You guys are always welcome to come back. Even if you don't want to participate in the chat, that's fine. Maybe you want to just sit back and, get you a good laugh and get you some Raider information at the same time. So I make this channel entertaining. I like to go ahead and keep smiles on people's faces and keep them entertained, but at the same time, be informative with my opinions and the way I see things with the players, player movements, what the team plans on doing, signings and trades and whatnot. So we're in depth with it. And I love the fact that you guys are all here hanging out with me when you could have been doing a million other things. You could have been cracking them eggs and separating the yolk in the you could be cracking the eggs and separating the yolk from the egg white. You could be up there trying to read the instructions on the back of a WD-40 and see if it's okay to use as lube. Hey, there's all kind of shit you could have been doing. But you chose to come here with me. So I salute each and every one of you guys and always come back. This is Friday. This is my last morning show of the week, but I will be on late night Saturdays is what I do also. So in the 11 o'clock p.m. Pacific and 2 o'clock a.m. Eastern, it is live from the Raider Asylum with Lunatic Raider, where we just talk about everything. We talk about anything and everything. I get guests on. We just sit up there. We talk Raider shit, but we have fun with it. You know what I mean? So this is a very entertaining channel for everybody to come to and always partake in the chat, ask questions. And we do this shit. We do this shit. I'm just like you guys. I'm a regular motherfucker. You know what I mean? I ain't nothing special. I just love the Raiders like you guys love the Raiders. I decided to start a channel, and here we are. So now the channel is growing because of the help of you guys. I salute each and every one of you guys. And to you new people that's here watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I would love to have you join as a see, that's that fucking egg white in my mouth. And I would love to have you guys come back and be part of this channel as a subscriber as well. So we're working our way to 1,000. We're not quite there yet, but we're working our way there. No sweat. Like I say, slow motion is better than none. You feel me? So I salute you guys for being here, and I appreciate that you took that time out to come hang with your boy Lunatic on this Friday morning. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. There's some things that, like, we're still out there on the ledge with Ndamukong Suh. Now, let me ask you guys this question. Say, for instance, Ndamukong Suh does not work out. He chooses to go to Minnesota. Why would he do that? I don't know. But just say for some reason he hit his head on something, and he decided to sign with the Vikings, the Vikings. What do you think? Where do we go after that? If Ndamukong Suh happens to go elsewhere and not sign with us, where do we go as a team with the money we have under the cap? Is there any free agents out there right now that you feel that is the next man in line if Suh does not sign with us? You know, a corner, another defensive tackle maybe, an offensive tackle. Because I think ain't Darrell Williams still available? He hasn't signed with anyone, right? And what's the other defensive tackle? Goldman from the Bears. Is Goldman from the Bears? I think he is, ain't he? Ain't Goldman the defensive tackle from the Bears? Eddie Goldman. Yes, from the Bears. Exactly. Hey, salute. Hey, we on the same page, man. That's exactly what I was thinking of, too. Goldman. So you would definitely say Goldman is the next man in line, regardless of the position that we should go after next if Suh goes elsewhere. I believe that's a good-ass move. I like Goldman. Plus, you figure Champ Kelly. Champ Kelly is here, who has some kind of familiarity with dude on that team. So, you know what I mean? Just like, you put him and Bilal Nichols together again? Good move. Goldman and Bilal Nichols. Formerly Chicago, man, put them out there. That might be you just embarked on something spectacular, Raider Ben. Okay, on Gabe's stream last night, okay. Yeah, why is he a free agent? It could be a numerous reasons of why. Maybe he's waiting for a specific team, and they told him just hold on real quick after we take care of these extensions, because we still got Waller. And then if Perryman is true, you got that one, but they can work the contracts where they'll just get their regular salary this year, so we'll still have that $20 million. So we'll see. Hey, Ziegler knows what he is doing. Yes, he does. I am not concerned with that one, because right now, every fucking move Ziegler made this all season, come on now. Hey, let me ask the chat this one. Here's a good question. And if you guys are watching and you're not in the chat, all I would like for you to do is to go ahead and answer this question. This is a good question, too. What would you grade Ziegler, first time general manager with us, on the moves he made this year? Whether it's undrafted, including undrafteds, the draft, and free agents, and taking care of our own extensions. What grade would you what would you really give him? Would you give him a high grade of an A? Or do you still think there's still more room? Because if you give him an A now, what happened if he does land in Ndamukong Suh? Is that an A plus or A plus? You know what I mean? He still can make, look, hey, that's right there, Raider Ben. All pluses up and down the board for real. It looked like that grade right there you just gave looked like a lot of motherfuckers is tested positive. A lot of positive pregnancies and a lot of motherfuckers tested positive. That's what that shit looked like, for real. A plus grade. Hey, for real. That's solid ass grade. Even a B plus. B plus can stand, because like I said, he can still do more shit. That's the thing. It's hard to give him an A plus and then he pulls a fucking rabbit out of his hat and then it's like, oh shit. He pulled a rabbit out of his ass. That's more impressive than out of a hat. If this motherfucker, y'all think this is it? Watch this shit. Pull out a furry bunny. I'm like, oh shit, this motherfucker's a magician. Not a musician. He's a magician. I don't know what he is, but that motherfucker pulled that motherfucker out his ass like Sweet Chin music. For real. Pulling rabbits out your ass. Oh, he's not even a white rabbit no more. He pulled a brown rabbit out his ass if he signed Sue and happened to sign somebody else as well. And if he don't sign Sue, he turn around and sign somebody that we didn't even expect. Like, oh, wait a minute. We didn't get Sue, but they traded for him? What? Hey, you never know. Because that salary cap can also play in the fact that you can absorb a contract in a trade. We do got a shitload of picks next year. We can go ahead and be like, oh, here, we'll give you a fifth for this guy. Hey, pay attention and stay tuned. We got options. We are not pigeonholed into just, okay, we can only go after free agents. Bullshit. You can pull a trade. You can pull a trade for a motherfucker that got a $10 million deal. You know what I mean? You can absorb that $10 million and still have money left. So do not, if it's not Sue, this motherfucker might rock the whole fucking planet by going out here and trading for a motherfucker we never even knew we was in the mix of trading for. So we just got, hey, fuck around and wake up in the morning and they say Deebo Samuels is a Raider. The Raiders get I'm telling you, because wouldn't this be a trip? You package some picks with Josh Jacobs, because didn't the Niners lose one of their running backs in free agency just recently? You send Josh Jacobs to the 49ers with some draft picks and you get Deebo Samuels. So not only did you just trade Jacobs, but you also freeing up what $2.1 million for trading him. So now you're back at $22 million on the cap, and then you get Deebo. How much is Deebo making? Because his main thing is he wants an extension, right? Isn't that it? Or he does not want to be playing fucking running back and receiver like the Niners be doing his ass. You motherfuckers might want to pay attention to shit. For real. You said Woj was talking about that last night? Oh, no, it was. You was okay. Hey, because we know what topics to hit on. We know what we need to discuss. We know the possibilities, because right now everything is dead silent. It's dead silent. It's like the silence you get after you come. You know, both of y'all just tired and you just not dead silence, just I know people who here watching for the first time be like, this motherfucker is graphic. This motherfucker is just off the chain. But it's funny though. It's fun. You know it's funny. Don't you sit there and act like that shit. Don't you act like Nick Wright. Oh, the writers they're horrible and the fuck Nick Wright know. I bet you that motherfucker digging his nose and the finger come out the other nostril. Oh, long nose ass motherfucker. He wants the bag. Hey, the Niners will give him a bag. Niners will give him a bag for real. That's why they don't want to get rid of him. But deep down, I think he does not want to be there. I don't give a fuck how much money they offer him. I think he just want to get the fuck up out of there. Who the fuck want to play in Santa Clara? You out there playing the game, you looking like, damn, I could be on the roller coaster at Great America right now. I gotta be out with these motherfuckers. He probably mad as shit. Then they're going another saying, why? Is shit mad? Does shit come out mad? Does shit have an emotion? When he got diarrhea, is it happy because it's like coming out fast? Like, let me get out his ass quicker. Mad as shit. Boy, I tell you, we got a lot of sayings that we need to go correct. There's a lot of shit that make you go, You know what I mean? But, yeah. The Niners don't want to get rid of him, but I really believe deep down inside, Deebo Samuels does not want to be there. He does not want to be there. And do not cancel out the fact. Did he say he's going to show up for training camp next month? Raider Gabe. Yeah, Gabe, it's me. I'm on one right now. They got me. Hey, the chat got me saying some old crazy ass shit. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck is all this shit coming from? See, there shit again. Why is everything with shit like shit's a noun? Man, that shit clean. What shit is clean? That shit is hard. Oh no. We discussed that earlier. Fuck that shit. Who wants to fuck shit? That's what the fuck. Hey, we be saying some old crazy ass shit. There's a lot of shit we say and we don't pay attention to what we saying, but the shit come out and you, man, that motherfucker clean. What motherfucker? Oh my goodness. Man, that shit smell good. Like when somebody cooking, ooh, that shit smell good. Why would you say shit smell good? Why do we use shit in everything? Why would you shit? That's what the fuck? See, okay. Hey, somebody, if Debo does not want to play for them, somebody gonna finagle his ass away from the Niners. They're gonna have to try to get something. They're gonna have to try to, if he does not want to be there, they're gonna have to work something. They can play hardball they want, but the more hardball they play, the more discontent is gonna be driven between them and Debo Samuels. And if the Niners do move him, they will not move him to the NFC. They will move him to the AFC. Because it kind of reminded me of back when Brett Favre got traded from Green Bay. They did not want to send his ass to Minnesota. He ended up there a couple of years later, but they sent his ass to the Jets. Nah, motherfucker, you ain't going to nobody in the division. So they sent his ass to the lowly-ass Jets. And then after he did that year in the Jets, he went on to Minnesota and took Minnesota to the AFC Championship. They lost, but he took them there. And that was the thing that the fucking Green Bay Packers did not want to do. Hey, so did he say he wants to be with the Panthers? I mean, I know if he's from there, but what kind of contention is Carolina? You know what I mean? You would think, because after them losing that playoff game last year, the Niners did to the Rams. Remember that motherfucker was crying? So that feeling of losing that game fucked him up. And I know he wants to get over that hump and get that feeling of winning. Because that motherfucker was boo-hooing, boy. Like he caught his best friend in the bed with his woman. And she was like, you see her throat moving. You see this bulge in her throat. In the dark, like, what the fuck? Turn on the light. And this esophagus looks swollen. And it's your best friend. That's the kind of hurt he was. That motherfucker was, man, he crouched down on the field, and that motherfucker, hey, I ain't got nothing against a man crying, and especially working that hard, because I always say the person that loses the Super Bowl or getting to the Super Bowl, that's got to be a straight gut shot, because you think about the preparation you took for that whole season to get to that moment, and you lose it. So now what you got to do is go back and start over and do the whole process again. That's a lot of time and dedication to get to the Super Bowl, man. You know what I mean? That takes a lot out of you. That takes a lot out of you, for real. Because usually the motherfucker that loses the Super Bowl, if you notice, where are they at the next year? Where are they at? The motherfucker that loses the Super Bowl, where are they? You don't see, it's another team replacing them. You know what I mean? That's a hard-ass gut shot to try to come back from, because you knew exactly how hard the season is. The NFL is not easy. You know what I mean? Every game, I don't give a fuck if you're playing a team with only one win. Every game pushes you to the limit. Every practice you put in, all the weightlifting, all the training, all the learning of a new system, if that's the case. A lot goes into football. You know what I mean? And to get all the way, like, can you imagine being the Patriots and you go all the way undefeated and the only game you lose is the Super Bowl? That mentally, that got to take a toll on you mentally. Because I know everything you give to the game. You give everything to the game. Everything. Even when you're not in season, you're training for the season. You know what I mean? And it's like you putting all this into this sport, and during the season, y'all doing your thing, and y'all like, you getting excited like, oh, we got a chance. We got a chance. Then you get all the way there, and all of a sudden you lay an egg. And then you're never heard from again. You know what I mean? How many teams lose the Super Bowl that you actually hear them come back and be in contention either the following year or even take a year off? You don't never hear that. It's always a new representative that replaces the team that lost in the Super Bowl. Cincinnati will not be back next year. I don't give a damn. They will not be back. And now, I don't think Kansas City will ever be back. It's too many changes. And then that big-ass contract that Mahomes is getting, that's going to gunk up a lot of shit in the workings of the contracts and in the cap and shit with that team. Kansas City, I don't think Kansas City will be back. Because they're going to have to still keep retooning. Because what if Juju don't pan out? He's not going to be Tyreek. You know what I mean? It don't matter if you go get a shitload of receivers and try to get the same production. They're not Tyreek. You know what I mean? So with that being said, it's like there's a lot of shit. And after this season, they're going to go reevaluate and they're going to make more changes. But while they're making more changes to try to keep up, the motherfuckers that's already ahead is adding to get better through the draft. Like us. I tell people, well, how our team looks right now. We look good right now on paper. We look damn good. But imagine what we're going to look like after next year when we actually got a first and second round pick. And we got multiple 5s and two 7s that we can maneuver and move up or trade back or trade for a player. And it's all kind of shit you can do now. So it's like, I know this team is going to be an upgrade. We did good considering we only had a 3rd round pick and on. Devontae Adams is, hey, I'll give up a 1 and 2 for him anytime. But now you get to go into the draft next year with your 1 and 2. And I think next year's draft is going to be deep as well. It's going to be deep as well. You know what I mean? I got to do some research. I want to look at the positions in college of potential players that can come out into the draft next year. But I want to see what position groups are the deepest for next year. And we'll see what we might need and what's going to be available. Like, hey, we'll be able to knock it out the park next year. We need a corner. We're going to knock it out the park. Because we'll have a 1st round pick and they got a whole bunch of corners, good corners coming out. But I got to do research and see exactly, because a motherfucker that's a junior could go back in senior year and shit like that. But we'll see. We'll see the potential of corners that can come out and just dominate this year. And if they dominate, they're going pro. They're going to take advantage of their value of what they created during the season, college season, and they're going to go pro, and that's going to make their value be up there, and that's going to be somebody we probably target if they in our range, because we're probably going to be picking 32nd next year. I said that shit. We're picking number 32 next year. You know what that means, right? You know who the 32nd team is in the draft? The motherfucker that won the Super Bowl. Yes, I said it. I said it. For real. Cry baby 9-8 bitch. Raider being crazy. Oh, hey, for real. Fuck the Niners. Fuck the 69ers. You know what I mean? Fuck the 69ers. Oh, yeah. Today is Nate Hobbs' birthday. Okay. Hey, Nate Hobbs, I don't know if you watch this channel or you might come across it, bruh. Happy birthday. Not belated, because today's your birthday. Happy birthday, bruh. Get out there, enjoy it, be safe, be smart. Be smart on your birthday. You know what I mean? If you get a little bit of tipsy, have somebody come get you. Call an Uber, call Lyft, but be smart, man. We've been with that, and you already know with previous players on this team. I just want to see you make it home safe and see you have a hell of a season this year for the Raiders, and see one of you holding up the Lombardi after this season, because you know it's written in our future, and you're a part of that future, man. So happy birthday. Be safe, man. Enjoy. For real. Yes, indeed, man. Hey, there's a lot of good shit that's going to happen this year. A lot of good shit that's going to happen. Well, you guys, my hour is up. I like to thank each and every one of you guys for pulling up with me this morning, man. I appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to shoot the shit with y'all. Why would they say shoot the shit? Who shoots the shit? You ever pull out your gun and just start shooting shit? What the fuck? You know what I mean? That's another thing. But anyway, hey, thank you guys for coming up and shooting the shit with me. I look forward to seeing you. If you guys ain't doing nothing tomorrow night, Saturday night, I will be live again. As you know, 11 p.m. Pacific, 2 a.m. Eastern. It is live from the Raider Asylum. I'll get some guests up on there. We can just have fun and, you know what I mean, just do our thing, talk Raiders, but talk about anything we want to. It's late night, you know what I mean, where the ghouls and goblins come. So with that being said, man, thank each and every one of you guys for pulling up here. This is Raiders Allegiance. To those who are visiting for the first time, please make it more than just a visit. Please make it your home. This is Raiders Allegiance, where all of Raider Nation is welcome, and you guys are more than happy to just come on back whenever you want to. Monday through Friday is this show's airing time. We go live at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. This is the Good Morning Raider Nation live podcast on Raiders Allegiance channel on YouTube, and I am Lunatic Raider. Thank you guys, man. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like. And as they always say about this time, go Raiders! Exactly. I'm out.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? I always ask that of all my prey. I just like the sound of it.